Welcome to Intermediate Accounting. I want to take a few seconds and walk through how you'll be graded and evaluated in this course and some of the course resources that are available to help you succeed. In addition to watching this video, please carefully read the syllabus and get in touch with me if you have any questions. In terms of grading, you'll be graded on a basic 90 to 100 is an A scale, 80 to 90 is a B scale. And there are 8 different assignments. There are Excel assignments that are available in D2L. Those will count for 75 points out of 1,000. There are discussion boards in D2L. There's something called Wall Street Journal News Analysis available in D2L. There's Wiley Plus homework, and then all 4 of the exams. You will access all of these assignments through Wiley Plus, and we'll talk about Wiley Plus in a few minutes. In Wiley Plus, you'll also see some practice quizzes and chapter quizzes. Those are ungraded assignments, and you can do them purely for practice before you take the exams. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first Excel assignments. You can access the Excel assignments from 2 different places. From the course homepage, you can go to the Assessment tabs and then go to the Dropbox. And here you'll see listed Wall Street Journal analysis and all of the Excel worksheet assignments. You'll download worksheets from this web page and then upload your completed worksheets to the Dropbox. All the due dates appear here on the far right hand side, as well as the D2L course calendar. The second place you can access Excel assignments is through the Content link. If you go to Resources and Content, and then when you choose one of the chapters, say Chapter 3, you'll see a 2-year accounting cycle. That's an Excel assignment. There's an adjusting entry worksheet. That also is an Excel assignment as well. The next component of your grade are the discussion boards, and those are also available in D2L. The discussion boards can be accessed by going to the Communications link and then down to Discussion Boards. And you can see there's a discussion board for chapters 1 and 2. There's discussion boards for chapters 3 and 4, and there'll be some additional discussion boards added as time goes on. The discussion boards have due dates where they're locked, where you can no longer make postings to the answering questions or posting replies to your colleagues. The discussion board for chapter 1 and 2 is locked after June 17th at 11:59 p.m. And what you need to do is post answers to all 4 of these questions and then post 4 replies to comments or postings by your colleagues. You should see the due dates for the discussion boards in the D2L calendar. And again, you can access them, communications, discussions, or alternatively, you'll be reminded there are discussion boards and you can reach them through the content area. For chapter 1, you see some Wall Street Journal readings and then a link for the chapter 1 and 2 discussion boards. This will take you directly to those discussion boards. The next component of your grade is the Wall Street Journal News Analysis. The requirements for the news analysis, as well as the drop boxes, are available in D2L. From the content area in D2L under Course Documents, there's a link for Wall Street Journal News Analysis and a link for information on how you can subscribe to the Wall Street Journal using a student rate. The news analysis, you need to select 5 of the following 9 topics and find a current Wall Street Journal article that relates to the topic, and then discuss or analyze how the article relates to the topic you've selected. And then you will upload your Wall Street Journal news analysis to the Dropbox in D2L. The instructions on how to complete a Wall Street Journal analysis appear at this link. Please be sure that your Wall Street Journal news article happens or is dated between June 1st, 2014 and August 1st, 2014. And the article can be from either the print or the online edition, but it should not be from a Wall Street Journal blog or the Wall Street Journal professional edition. The articles you should select should have the http://online.wallstreetjournal.com at the beginning of the URL. Again, read the requirements for what's required in a Wall Street Journal news analysis, and then once you've completed your news analysis, you'll upload it to the drop boxes in D2L. The due dates for the Wall Street Journal analysis are as follows. The first two are due on July 3rd, the next two are due on July 19th, and the final news analysis is due on August 2nd. The next component of your grade is the Wiley Plus homework. Let's go ahead and take a look now at Wiley Plus. From the course documents section in the content area of D2L, there's a link for registering for Wiley Plus. This link has 4 different links from it. A brief instructions, a flyer on how to register for Wiley Plus, and the URL for the course website. Here's a quick look at that flyer with the course URL and how to register for Wiley Plus. You can get a free trial version of Wiley Plus if you're not sure you're going to stay with the class. The URL for Wiley Plus is also available on the course syllabus. The next link is a Wiley Plus PowerPoint presentation with complete instructions on how to register and use Wiley Plus. There's also a link here for some tutorials on using Wiley Plus, and again, the URL for our section of Wiley Plus. Wiley Plus allows you to work homework assignments and receive real-time feedback along with direct links to the textbook resources for answering questions and problems. Most of the questions in Wiley Plus are generated algorithmically, and you generally have 3 attempts to answer each question, and your grades will be based on the highest score for each particular question. Wiley Plus assignments must be completed by 11:59 p.m. on the scheduled due date, and late assignments will be reduced by 25%. And again, the practice quizzes you see in Wiley Plus are ungraded. They're purely for your help. Let's go ahead now and take a look at Wiley Plus. Once you've registered for Wiley Plus, you'll go to our course webpage, and it should look something like this. In terms of course assignments, there's a link here for course assignments. This class has 48 assignments in Wiley Plus. Not exactly true. Let's go ahead and click on that link. Again, there are practice assignments that are ungraded. You don't have to do these. There's no homework for Chapter 1. The first homework assignment appears in Chapter 2. And again, the reason I've put due dates for these practice assignments and assessments is that way they're grouped with the chapter you're working on. If I didn't have a due date, all the practice assignments and practice quizzes would appear at the bottom. This way they are scheduled or placed in Wiley Plus, the assignment listing, along with the homework. And again, there's the link for homework 2, the homework for Chapter 3, the homework for Chapter 4, and so on. Also very important from the home page here is a link for Read, Study, and Practice. This is where you can access a lot of your learning resources. Let's go ahead and select a chapter. Let's say Chapter 3. First thing you can notice, there's reading content. This is essentially the ebook. These links follow your printed textbook. The next thing there's some interactive tutorials. Some of the chapters I've asked you to watch and take part and view these interactive tutorials. And there's also some videos. Some of the applied skills videos I'm asking you to watch. There's also narrated PowerPoint slides, which I'm not going to assign, but those might be useful to you. And there's also some solutions to some of the chapter exercises. This has a walkthrough solution to exercise 1, 2, and 3 from the end of Chapter 3. In terms of assignments for Chapter 3, let's go ahead and take a look at D2L and see which ones of the interactive tutorials and applied skills videos I'm asking you to watch. Once we're in D2L, we can go to Chapters, Chapter 3. First thing you see in Chapter 3 are some readings that I would like you to take a look at, Wall Street Journal readings related to Chapter 3. Here's the link, and again, you need to be a subscriber to the Wall Street Journal to be able to access these online. The next thing you see for Chapter 3 is a link for Wiley Plus interactive tutorials. I'm asking you to complete the interactive tutorials for the accounting cycle part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So within Wiley Plus, you'll click on the interactive tutorial accounting cycle part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. Next in D2L is an assignment or a link for a 2-year accounting cycle. From here, you can download an accounting cycle worksheet. You can also access this through the Dropbox. After completing the worksheet, you'll upload this back through the Dropbox in D2L. There are also links for 2 YouTube videos. The accounting cycle part 1, which takes you through the first part, recording journal entries for this worksheet, and then part 2, which takes you through the preparation of a trial balance in financial statements for the first year of the accounting cycle. Don't watch the videos from start to finish, but rather start the videos, pause them, work on the worksheet, and if you get stuck, use the videos as a resource. The next sort of assignment or things that you'll be asked to do for Chapter 3 is watch the Wiley Plus videos for Chapter 3. Not all of them, but I would like you to watch the applied skills videos on how to convert from cash to accrual basis, how to prepare adjusting and reversing entries, how to record adjusting entries, and how to record closing entries. And again, those will be Chapter 3, and here are the applied skills videos for Chapter 3 in Wiley Plus. Next in D2L, there's an adjusting entries worksheet. This worksheet reviews some of the basics of adjusting entries and the impact those entries will have on various financial ratios. This is the worksheet, and after you've completed the worksheet, you'll be asked to upload it to the Dropbox in D2L. Finally, for Chapter 3, there's a link to the discussion board questions related to Chapters 3 and 4. The amount of content and activities varies from chapter to chapter. For instance, for Chapter 1, there's just readings that I ask you to do and discussion boards. For Chapter 2, there are Wiley Plus videos that I ask you to watch, and then there are discussion boards, as well as recall the Wiley Plus homework. And again, the homework assignments you'll access through the Assignment tab in Wiley Plus, and you'll complete the Chapter 2 homework, and it's due by 11:59 on June 12th. And again, late assignments are reduced by 25%. In terms of course resources, there's a link to download PowerPoint slides for the 15th edition of Wiley, Chapters 1 through 12. There's a link for some lecture outlines if you find those helpful or useful. Again, recall in Wiley Plus there are also the narrated PowerPoint slides for each chapter. And then finally, there are some old exams and solutions. These may or may not be that useful since this is an online course, and the online exams will be different than the exams I gave in a face-to-face class, but I've left these up and available as a resource for you. And then there's some Gleim CPA review materials that you might find useful. Good luck this coming semester. Please don't hesitate to contact me, send me an email with questions, but please make sure you're actively involved in this class. As the syllabus points out, this course is not accounting light. I would expect that you're probably going to spend anywhere from 120 to 160 hours on this course over the next 8 weeks. And if you don't have time to take this course, don't waste your tuition dollars. The course is offered in the fall. Please take it then. Good luck, and again, get in touch with me if you have